Hey, you tourists, it's your boy Domination. This is back of the base, the chunk of the deuces. I would do text, baby. Man, that dollar's back. You know what it is. Know what it is. It is. Real man rise up, fake man rise down. Real woman rise up, fake woman rise down. Preacher on. And today's topic we're going to talk about is the only place you go get it, only place you ever gonna get it. Nowhere place else ever gonna get it is right back up basic. And today's topic we're going to talk about today is Yo Harvey. I saw that video you was talking about Omarosa, and she joined the attack of Cosby. I'm gonna tell you something. The only reason why they tagged Bill Cosby, if he did do it, that's gonna be the end of looking. Take a look back of his career, all the things that he accomplished, what he done and done, what destroyed his accomplishment. If he did do it or not. But why does they took that long to say, look, don't get me wrong. I don't condone rape. Any female or black woman or white woman, any woman at that, because I'm gonna tell you why some guys rape women, because they knew it's gonna destroy a woman's sexuality. They knew that women don't like sex, and also sex came from rape. Even if a white guy rape a woman or a black man or any other race of men. Now, don't get me wrong. Let's be honest. If Bill Cosby did rape these kind of women, especially a white woman at that, they would have hanged Bill Cosby up in the damn tree with the Ku Klux Klan. They a fucking joke. They ain't nothing but the damn con all the way from goddamn Switzerland. You would think the swastika, SWAT is nothing but Switzerland, switch blanks, switch doctors. It's come from European money, but they took the money all out of these African countries. Let's be honest. Let's be for real here. We all know how this stuff got started. Let's be honest. They look at us like we ain't got no power. Let's be honest. Black men do not have no power. Because when the last time you ever see a black man ever have power? None. You don't see it. They even look at a Barack Obama as the powerfulest black man in the world, but they treat this man like he ain't nothing. If I was Obama and somebody, my wife and my kids, I would gun at somebody. Real talk, we're the only group that say stuff like that. We're gonna march. All it's gonna do, you're gonna get your feet and tired and sore. That's all it is. We ain't got no friends. You would think we got friends. We ain't got no friends. Ain't nobody is by our side. Ain't nobody's on our back. They look at us like we ain't no fucking. They think we're a joke. And can you blame them to look at us like that? Because we don't take ourselves seriously. They got their own problems they got to worry about. You got the Mexicans community. They feel like when they come down here, nobody wants them here. They thought it's gonna bring the legal aliens come up in here and bring on the drug trade. I don't know how true that is, but there are rumors going on. It's gonna be a North American Union between Mexico and Canada and the United States. I don't know how true that is. That's probably just a document fake claims, a conspiracy. But this is what they said. And they always say Obama's care. They always say that, like make it seem like he don't care. That's every president. And the same thing about Bush. Bush lied once and twice about weapon of mass destruction. Then come to find out was no weapon of mass destruction. It was about finding oil. That's what going to the army was all about. And killing innocent people, man. Even though some people out there are not innocent, but I'm telling you, their militaries did some illegal activity, and the ones who should try to command their duty to protect America, I salute them. But let's be honest about that. But the ones that doing illegal activity, the war criminals, they need to be dealt with. Because I'm gonna tell you something, man. I don't condone all this stuff what they do, but we're the same fake outrage. When Bush was in our white folks didn't say shit. They didn't say a damn word. Same thing that blacks, we don't say a word. Like, we look at Obama like he can't do nothing in our eyes. How do we know he did some stuff like Bush does? Well, regardless what we think of the brother or not, if it was racism that attacked him, I could offend. Don't get me wrong. But this other stuff, policies, I don't agree with it with Obama. And I damn sure ain't agree with George Bush. Let's be honest. Let's say if Bush was Obama war cousin. You know what they say, right? We all related in every race at some point, even if we can't relate to each other or not. We all related at some point. But you got to ask yourself this question. Did you know Obama get most death threats than any other president? Bush didn't get that. Some Muslim guy throw a shoe at him, and you know they dealt with him. You know Ronald Reagan got shot 1970 or something, and then got shot. Somebody just went up in there and shot him. He about to hopping in a limousine, just shot him in New York City, somewhere, somehow. And then you got a lot of candidates been shot before. And I don't condone violence, but I'm not going to offend no damn races, any races that matter. Damn sure wouldn't be Asians, Latinos, black, or white. I'm not. I'm sorry. I said, you're the problem. You figure you can't be touched, but let them think that they can be touched. If I can be touched, you can be touched. Everybody can be touched. I don't care how powerful they is. Even the powerfulest people of them all can be touched. Just like poor people, just like middle class. There are people out there that think they can't be touched. Yeah, keep thinking that. Keep living that dream state you're in. Because you can get touched, trust me. But you know what, man? People going to continue to be ignorant. You can't say nothing about those people. They comfortable for where they at. They are very comfortable. And they don't want to see what the world, what it really is. They don't want to do it. So they want to blame everybody else's problems, but they can't look at their own problems they have to face with. I can't blame white or Latinos or even black. I got to look at myself sometimes and take responsibility for my destiny, what I got to do to make my life better. That's real change. You can't blame politicians. They're going to make mistakes, but they got to look at some of their mistakes and they got to hold themselves accountable for themselves the way they put themselves out there like that. But Omarosa, I see why people look at her the way she is. You know, black women got the same mindset as white women. Black women, for some reason, they feel like they always say, I'm a black woman first. I'm a white woman first, black woman second. What? You're basically saying a white woman is more superior than you. Get off of that mindset. White women ain't superior. I don't care what they try to do. They're not. And black women not inferior. No, ain't nobody is better than anything. You better for yourself. But white people and blacks need to get off of this mindset, that especially whites that think they're superior just because you got clear skin. Any other race can have clear skin, but you don't see clearly. Just because as a black person, you got black people think they inferior. Just because you dark skin, you surround yourself in the dark, but you don't see through out of the darkness and trying to see through the light. You know, I never buy in this concept because I thought it was bullshit. Let's get this straight. Every other race slave their own people, slave other people. Let's get that straight. Doesn't matter who is to blame. Some people want to argue Europe gave birth to racism. It's these global economies people are the ones giving birth to racism. It ain't just white. It's black, Asian. Everybody playing their part in it because they're afraid their race is going to die out. But whose fault is that? Start jumping bed with your women, and your women have to jump a bed with another man. That's your fault. Ain't nobody's fault but you. Same thing with that's women's fault. Start jumping bed with your man. Your man won't be jump in another bed with another woman. See, I don't get this mindset. But I'm not going to offend a murderer. I'm not going to offend a liar. I'm going to offend who people speak the honestly truth. If you doubt with truth, you're going to speak the truth. But people don't stand truth. They rather live the lie and live the lie all their lives to get the hopes of and get their hopes from that everything they've been told the lies all these years. Keep living a lie. But I'm gonna show you this. All feminists was about a white woman was not being valued. Her man don't see herself. Her man don't see herself as a female, as a white woman. That's what it's about. And white guy could have stopped that, but instead he gave her everything. White women know who her milking bread and butter to every day. Come on. White guys control the house. Let's be honest. Now, some of them, not all of them, but they put that image out there. And all black woman was basically about want the same pedestal as the white woman. But she'll never get it unless a black man can afford a pedestal. It doesn't even matter. But people think I'm talking about attacking feminists. Feminists, or real feminists, should have equal rights to everyone, including to a man and a woman. Men and women should have equal rights together, to make it together, to be with their partner, be with their side. Feminazis, those are the ones I'm talking about. They say they're better off than men. They don't need no man, and they can do things that a man can do. Yeah, but there's certain things, there's certain women who could not do what a guy couldn't do. Let's be honest. Women play with their emotions. They got to remain silent. It's in the Bible. They can believe it or not. They're not going to be silent or not. They're going to be heard. And don't get me wrong. And also the reason why women should know her place, just like a man should know their place. Because let's be honest, a man can't be no woman, and a woman can't be no man. I don't care what people get mad. Women should be feminine, not feminizing. Meaning that she's not a man. She's not a man. She's a woman. Same thing a man. A man should be sensitive, but not feminine. He got to be masculine. If he not being masculine, how he going to expect himself to be a man? See, this is where white men and black men fucked up at. White guys, that's your fault why your women are not being valued. You need to start valuing them as white women as your woman. And black men's fault because they should have gave the pedestal what the black woman want, the same position as a white woman. That's where it all started in 1970s. It could have stopped right there, but instead it got worse. And there's some genders behind that, and destroyed the white community and destroyed the black community. And whose fault is that? Not only that they put on the women, it's the white woman, the black woman's fault. It was the black man and the white man's fault. They could have stopped it. If they did not rape women, put their hands on, these feminists would never get out there out of the places out of control. But these feminazis, those ones you need to go after. You see the difference? And white women and black women got the same mindset. They do. White women say, "I am woman, hear me roar." Black. Okay, I'm gonna put it in there. Black women say, "I am woman, hear me." A white woman saying, "I'm a woman, hear me roar." And white.
Why are you saying that rap?
I know, but what I'm saying is, white women say, "I am woman, hear me roar." Black women say, "I don't need no man, I'm independent." They got the same mindset. Yeah. They got the same mindset, and they need to get off of that mindset because they both can be women, they can both be bitches.
They already saying that rap.
I know. And then you got white men and black men. I'm gonna say this to white men. White men, I don't care how special you is, you have to learn sometime. Ain't nobody gonna kiss your fucking ass. No. And then you got another thing. You got black men always think they gotta prove somebody. Quit trying to prove that you're better than a white guy. Prove yourself. And that goes to any man. One thing about white men and black men got a lot in common. What do white men want from a black man? Respect from the black man. What do black men want from a white man? Power. They got the same damn mindset. And they both act like bitches, and they both destroy with their communities. But instead, who put the men on the household? The white guy. You look at every fucking movie you see, they'll buy into this. They know damn well it's not true. But that's built up their low self-esteem. You got black men. If you watch every black man in the movie, if they ain't put a black man put on a dress, or get shot in the movie, or died in a horror flick, he'd be the last black man on the person on to be in the movie, especially the white movie at that. I noticed it when white people, they want to show people they're not racist because they don't want people to say something. But black people put more white in their movies. I noticed it. They need to quit doing that. But what I'm saying again, we always talk about diversity, but it need to be a way around other races. Because what's the point? This is why Martin Luther King get blamed, because That integration. Even Martin Luther King said himself, I'm afraid I'm going to denigrate my people to a burning house. And them houses still burning. And what is he talking about? Integration. Integration going to do more harm to the black community.
What y'all want to eat, a TV dinner or chopped beef?
I get TV dinner.
No, we eat the chopped beef.
Chopped beef, yeah.
But I don't want to learn.
But
I keep before I forget about it.
All right. I'm just talking to my family member, telling my mother what we're going to eat. But as I'm saying before, you know, we need to grow up in society, man. You know, we really do. Because at the end of the day, man, where's that same outrage? Where's that same outrage? Where's that same outrage? We keep saying Black Lives Matter. Yeah, it matters. It only matters when in the hands of a white person. Let's be for real here. But 2 black men getting killed, nobody says a damn word. Why is that? Is we begging these people to love us? No, we need to get them to love us for who we really are. They gonna hate us no matter what they do. They gonna hate us, just like we're gonna hate them, or we're gonna love them for who they are. That people need to grow up for real, because I never understand this mindset how white people and black people raised. Maybe they were raised like that. Maybe it's the TB program, them in a very young age thinking that. Don't think because you're special, because you're really not. It's sad, man, because a group of race of people. Hold on for a second. Hold on. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I'll just have to take care of something. But anyway, like I said, you know, we're that same outrage. You know, and that's the problem. Some people just don't want change. That's why you know, don't argue with with a fool, because a fool don't know what they're talking about. They don't have a brain of thought and thought of their mind and what's right and what's wrong. So all you know for right for wrong. But like I said today, you know, they only go at Bill Cosby because he crossed Donald Trump, and there were rumors going on he was gonna own ABC, own his own network. And then another thing, I believe he probably fucked those women, where he probably promised them to put them in a show or something like that. And all of a sudden, they're going to say, you know, we're going to get at Cosby. We're going to get at him. Because what he did, come on. When you have a little power like that, let's be honest. Women like men with power with money. Let's be honest. That's true. Any other women. I don't know why women trying to act front like they never mess with a man with a powerful money. If a man wasn't nothing, they weren't interested in him. But anyway, that's the only reason why they crossed Bill Cosby. And Donald Trump had a lot to do with that. Because for years, Donald Trump is a billionaire. He's a multi-billionaire. That's why he can say this man have the same duplay of hair. The hair looks so old. It looked like a leftover chicken wing finger, chicken wing. It looked like a rabbit of hair and nuts and hair and balls out of his nuts. That's how much ugly ass hair that ugly tooth plays he had. And Bill O'Reilly, fuck Bill O'Reilly. Because this is the same Bill O'Reilly got arrested for sexual harassment and paid his way out of court. Let's be honest. These white males ain't fooling me. I don't care what they do. Just like these black men. Black men do some shit. I ain't gonna lie. If Bill Cosby did do it, that'd be on him, and that would end his whole life career. He do need to speak up and show that if he didn't do it. But also he speak about black people, about mixed comments, so that's why black community don't want to offend him. But I can understand that. But look at they go after Bill Cosby because of his money. That's why. And they're gonna bury Cosby. They're gonna bury it. We saw that same reaction when they did to Mike Tyson with the rape allegation. They did to Michael Jackson child molestation. It is weird to see Michael holding a child, Manuel Lewis at the time. Maybe he's a childable kind of guy. You know, anybody does that to show love for children. And longs in a friendly manner. I mean, let's be honest. They went at Michael's money since day one. They didn't want the Jackson family getting that money. So what they gonna give it to? They're gonna give it Prince Michael and Paris. Now Paris acting a damn fool and disrespect Reddy and Janet. Come on. That's why they put the camera phone. and she get mad because she did not want to, because she want to go a Marilyn Manson concert. Marilyn Manson, Marilyn Manson, whatever his name is, not Charles Manson, but Marilyn Manson. That man is sickening. He's a sickening out of the Satan amount of sickening. That guy, man, he don't know if he want to be a woman cross dresser, or a male dressing it. He don't know what he want to be. But my commentary with this: where's that same outrage when it comes to outrage what's in it for us instead of an in for them? It should be outrage for in it for everybody. It should be the real outrage, but not no fake outrage. You can't say one thing and not trying to offend the other. If you're not going to offend the other, don't say another thing and out of another. And that's all I got to say about that. It's your boy Domination. This is Back of the Basic. Chuck of the Deuces, how we do text, baby. Until next time, all right? All right. Peace and I'm out.